A very good morning, students of class 12. Well, today I am going to teach you ether. The first topic that I am going to teach is preparation of ether. So please take out your exercise copy and start writing whatever I am dictating. Dehydration of alcohols. Alcohols undergo dehydration in the presence of protonic acids such as H2SO4, H3PO4, etc. to give either alkenes or ethers. The formation of product, alkene or ether, depends upon the reaction conditions. For example, when ethanol is heated with concentrated H2SO4 at 443 Kelvin, ethene is formed as the major product. However, at 413 Kelvin, ethoxyethane is obtained as the major product. Please write down whatever I have written on the board also, and also please write whatever I dictated just now. Well, students, now I am going to discuss the preparation of ether from alkyl halides via Williamson's synthesis. Now, please copy it down. This is one of the best methods for preparing symmetrical and unsymmetrical ethers in laboratory. In this method, an alkyl halide is treated with a suitable sodium alkoxide prepared by the action of sodium on a suitable alcohol. The reaction involves nucleophilic substitution, that is SN2 attack of an alkoxide ion on primary alkyl halide. Now please copy down these reactions which I have written on the board. Okay students, similarly alkyl aryl ethers, that is phenolic ethers, can be easily prepared by treating phenoxide with a suitable alkyl halide. Please copy down these reactions. Now students, there is a limitation which I would like to discuss with you. Please write it down, which I have written on the blackboard, which I have written on the board. It may be noted that for preparing unsymmetrical ethers, the halide used should preferably be primary, because Williamson's synthesis occurs by SN2 mechanism, and primary alkyl halides are most reactive in SN2 reactions. Therefore, best yields of unsymmetrical ethers are obtained when alkyl halides are primary. However, the alkoxides may be primary, secondary or tertiary. The secondary and tertiary alkyl halides, if used, may form alkenes as major product due to elimination process. For 2-degree and 3-degree alkyl halides, elimination competes over substitution. If a 3-degree alkyl halide is used, an alkene is the only product and no other ether is produced. Please write this down. However, if we use tertiary butyl bromide and sodium ethoxide as reactants, then the major products will be 2-methylpropene, which is also known as isobutylene, and ethanol. Please copy down this reaction. Similarly, alkyl aryl ethers, that is phenolic ethers, can be easily prepared by using sodium phenoxide and alkyl halides. For example, sodium phenoxide when treated with methyl bromide forms methoxybenzene, which is of course a common name for anisole, and NaBr. Please copy down the reaction. However, aryl halide and sodium alkoxide cannot be used for preparing phenolic ethers because aryl halides are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution than alkyl halides. There you are, you can see bromobenzene will not be able to react with sodium methoxide. On the product side, it is written no reaction. That means the reaction is not possible. Similarly, this method cannot be used for preparing diaryl ethers because aryl halides do not undergo nucleophilic substitution reactions easily. Please copy this down. The next method that I will be discussing is from alkyl halides by treating with dry silver oxide. So please write down, ethers can also be prepared by heating an alkyl halide with dry silver oxide. So you can see two molecules of ethyl bromide when treated with silver oxide and then heated, it forms diethyl ether CH3CH2O CH2CH3 plus twice HBr. Number 4, by the action of diazomethane on alcohols. Now the formula of diazomethane is CH2N2. So please write down, methyl ethers can also be prepared by the action of diazomethane on alcohols in the presence of fluoroboric acid acting as a catalyst. CH3CH2OH plus CH2N2 in presence of fluoroboric acid forms CH3CH2OCH3, which is known as ethyl methyl ether, and N2